Chapter 1. In the Beginning. In the beginning, he saw me and found me. Isn't that what all our hearts cry? That someone, somewhere, would see us? More than that, does anyone know where we are? Or are we all alone? Can we be found? Here is my story of being seen and found. I am trusting that in the days ahead, you will know someone sees you and finds you too. Where do you start a life story? But at the beginning, right? I should have had my oldest brother, Don, tell this story because he used to tell it well. The year was 1960 in Fort Kent, Maine. It was December 24th. Something was wrong with Mom, and she had to go to the hospital. Don had to go across this long field to get my aunt and uncle to have them come to the house. The other 4 kids were shifted off to relatives, leaving 9-year-old Donald home alone. Hours later, this family, who already had 5 children, would find out they had a new baby sister, me. I have to say that I don't remember much about those early years. I'm told we moved to Bristol, Connecticut when I was 3 months old, and things were scarce, sometimes only having onions to eat. But again, I don't remember that. Some of my first memories were living in New Britain on Park Street in a multi-family home with a bar next door to us. I especially remember that because when I was in kindergarten, I would have to walk by that bar, sometimes alone, and the men there would scare me. I remember one time when Mom couldn't come to meet me, I went to my girlfriend's house, which was around the corner, because I didn't want to walk by that bar alone, and Mom was so upset with me. Now that I'm a parent, I can only imagine how she must have felt when I didn't appear and was nowhere in sight. I don't remember much of my dad at that time, except that he would come home once in a while for a few days and then leave again. I remember watching my mother sit by the window, waiting for him and crying. It appears my dad liked his drink and his women. One of my sisters said I was his favorite, but I can't believe that, as I'm not sure he even knew my name. He used to call me his little peanut, and at first, I thought it was a term of endearment. But realistically, he was around so rarely, I don't think he knew it. Life was tough for my mom, raising 6 of us pretty much on her own. Imagine being 27 years old with 6 children to care for. But Mom had faith, which had been passed down to her from her parents and grandparents, and I know now that is what brought her through. As a family, we would kneel and pray the rosary together as our religious heritage was of Catholic origin. It was at the feet of her father, my grandfather, that I first learned of God's healing miracles.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.